Hey everybody, it's me, Liv. I decided to go ahead and participate in this week's Open ATC collab that we are having. And with my post, I decided I'm going to go ahead and share how I do some really quick mixed media style ATCs. Now, these are backgrounds that I created for another project, and what I'm first going to start off with is just stamping with some clear embossing powder. I made the backgrounds, if you're wondering with what product I use, with some Lindsay's Magicals. So they are a great mica-based powder that really creates really vivid, bright backgrounds. So once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take out my white embossing powder and go ahead and just cover it all over the card. Again, since it's a mixed media style, I'm not looking to be perfect. The other open spots that I had stamped with the embossing ink, I'm going to go ahead with some black. So I'm going to have both black and white on this particular card for embossed backgrounds. I'm going to hit it with my heating gun, and once I'm done with that, once I'm done with heating up all of the embossed cards, I'm going to go ahead and then move on to using some of my gesso here. This particular stencil, if you're wondering, is from Visible Image, and again, just using some plain old white gesso here so that I can go ahead and add a little bit more texture on, because I love to have lots of different colors, textures, and stamping when I do any type of mixed media. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and very quickly put it wherever you want. I am not one who, tries to do any particular signs to it, just trying to, diversify the pattern so that it can be all mixed. Now, because I am looking to do this project pretty quickly, I'm going to go ahead and heat this part too with my heat gun, which will go ahead and dry up the majority of the gesso that I have on the surface. Now, real quickly, I'm going to take whatever little excess gesso that I have on my finger and just actually mix it in a little bit because it just creates more depth to the color. Any little gesso that I have on the counter, put it throughout the card just to blend it in a little bit more. Next, it's time to figure out exactly what I'm going to put for some sentiments. I usually have a whole big bin of different sentiments that I have in ephemera from different companies. Sometimes some people send me some happy mail with them, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and use some of these. Because they had more of a solid color and I wanted to bring some color in, I'm going to go ahead and take out some of my distress inks and just ink along the sides of all the different ephemera. I'm going to keep the colors in the blues and the greens just to kind of go along with the cards. And then now it's time to glue down. I tend to do a variety of things where I'm either going to pop up some of the material or keep it flat to give even more dimension to the cards. So you will see that in some of them I've popped up different elements, other ones I just kept them as is. Now, if you have foam tape, that's great. If you don't and you want a more cost-effective way of doing it, you can just use like pieces of cardboard and just glue them up and stack them that way. So again, it doesn't have to be foam tape, though I just tend to have tons. Next, I'm going to be taking out and doing some splatters. I personally love to do splatters on pretty much all of my projects. So you see, I again am using some of the Distress inks, as well as I'm combining it with some of my Lindy Gang sprays. They have both powders and sprays and embossing powders too. I really have mostly of the Magicals themselves, the mica powders, not tons of the sprays, but I have some here and there. So now that I am on to my next card, again putting up all those layers and getting that mounted, and finally going to end with the leaf card that you're going to see. And once I have that, slap a sentiment on, and I have finished my ATCs. I do tend to ink all along the edges just to give it that final look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely go check out everyone else who is participating in the collaboration. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye.